everyone, Tony Winston here, Jazz Piano College. That's a song called Valdez in the Country. The arrangement by Cold Blood is the one I'm going to kind of cover. But I'm going to cover 5 songs, and I'm going to do this as a series. And it's going to be mostly for beginners, but there'll be some intermediate stuff. And if I think of anything, you know, kind of an advanced concept, I might throw that in as well. I'm going to play the songs for you today, give you all the sheet music, let you study them for a week, and then I'll be back from Alaska in 1 week, and I will start the series. The first one's in the key of G, then we're going to move kind of through the cycle of fifths. We're going to go to the key of C, do Satin Doll, F, Have You Met Miss Jones, B flat, we're going to do Sonny Moon. All right, so Valdez in the Country. This is a hard song to really get across on solo piano, but we're going to study it anyway just because it's such a great song, in my opinion. And so I have a little chart here with these chords, just 4 chords. And we're basically going to use a G blues scale to improvise. And the song goes like this. I will play all of these songs next week on Chordy. That's where the keys light up. I'd have to do that up on a keyboard, but that's what I'll do. And we'll start talking about all the chords in there. But in the meantime, I'm just going to, give you all this to get a head start on me. All right, Have You Met Miss Jones in the key of F. We're going to mostly use, like kind of beginner voicings and you shouldn't think of them that way because there's plenty of times where that chord is just going to sound great. Don't think of it as like, oh, this is what beginners do and the jazz guys do, 6/9 chords or whatever. No, you got to have them all. If you just have those fancy chords, it'll sound just as boring as if you just have simple chords. So keep that in mind. All right, so Have You Met Miss Jones? I'm going to start with the F triad like that. And then these are kind of open voicings. Well, not kind of, they are open voicings. And we'll use those when the closed voicings are just too low down here, but we'll mix them around. We don't have to stick to one particular style. Now, when I lay this out for you, I'm going to make it as simple as I can. That's pretty close to what I'm going to do probably. So there you go. We're going to move to Satin Doll in the key of C. And this song starts on the 2 chord, not the 1 chord, but the 2 chord. And we're going to go like this. All right. And we'll have some more complicated ways of doing it as well when we get to this part maybe. Here's the bridge. I picked this song because it has that 2-5-1 there in the key of F. See, that's the 2 chord in F. And then we have a 2-5 in G, so we'll start up here on the 2 chord, which is a note above G. And then the song consists of a lot of these 2/5s or 2/5-1s. 2 up to the 5 in the key of C. 2 up to the 5. 2, 5, 1. And you can do it this way too, right? Because that's the same as this. That's a little more advanced than we're going to cover in this series, but I'm just showing you that I know some chords. We're going to move to the key of B flat and do Sonny Moon for 2. I got the music right here, but it will be down in the description as well. Very simple. First, let's learn the blues scale in B flat. All right, there it is. All right, there's all kinds of fingering. But we'll work on that. So the melody 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. We're also going to work, a little bit on reading, how to count these rhythms and things. We're not going to do anything too complicated. We'll go try to cover all the basics: chords, a little bit of rootless chords, how to solo, how to stylize the melody, how to give it the right feeling, those kind of things. And I'll probably have some play-along tracks too for you. So it'll be like 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. In most of these kind of songs that are just regular blues songs with a jazz melody, the head of the song is just kind of a throwaway. You play it a couple of times and then, it's all about soloing really. So. Jazz blues will usually have a 2 and a 5 down here on the third line. Okay. And there's a lot we could cover about the blues, but we'll just cover the basics using the blues scale and just a few little things to spice it up. All right. And for our last key, E flat, we're going to take it kind of slow because I think all of you are thinking maybe E flat, it might be too hard of a key for you, but really it isn't. There's a lot of things that make the key of E flat very easily played. For instance, when you do like an E flat major 6 chord and use the C minor blues scale, but kind of center it around E flat, like that. You get these classic Dixieland lines and early jazz lines and stuff that's still being used today. Thanks, everyone. Should be back in a few days to start the series. Please stay tuned. Thank you for supporting the channel, and I will see you again very soon. Thanks.